Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Aya from My Daughter and I Speaking. Today for this video, I'll be giving you all a translation of our previously posted uploads, starting off with the apple cake. I hope you guys enjoy. So to start things off, we have 2 cracked eggs with the yolk. We add into our bowl. After that, we add half a cup of cooking oil. Then we add half a cup of milk. As we've told you guys before, we always try to make things around half a cup or a cup for the ingredients, just to keep things really simple. And here we have half a cup of white sugar. After that, we begin to mix thoroughly. As my grandmother mentioned in the video, it's super simple to make. This recipe is easy and quick, especially if you're trying to make something last minute and you're craving something a little sweet. Once you've stirred well enough, make sure to add 2 packets of vanilla into the mixture. And once again, continue to mix. After mixing thoroughly, we take 2 cups of flour. However, before I add it into the mixture, do make sure that the flour is sifted. One thing to know is that if the mixture does feel a bit thick in your hand, you can always add a bit more milk just to kind of dissolve the solution, or you can do the latter and add more flour if the mixture feels a bit too runny. And now we add 2 packets of baking powder into the mixture. And once again, make sure that you mix very thoroughly until the consistency is just about right. So once you're done mixing thoroughly, you can see here that we have some apple slices in a bowl. We basically took 2 apples and cut them up into small slices evenly, and then soaked them in some lemon juice. The type of apple doesn't really matter at all. They can be red or green apples. It all depends on your own personal preference. Alright, so once you're done with all of that, you're going to take your mixture and you're going to pour it into a container. You can either use butter to cover up the sides and the bottom, or you can use oil. It's up to you. And then you can take your apple slices and start covering up the top. And make sure to cover up as much of the surface area as possible. Once you're done placing all the apples on top, covering as much as the area as possible, you're going to want to sprinkle a little bit of cinnamon and sugar on top. As for the oven, you want to preheat it to around 180 degrees Celsius or 356 degrees Fahrenheit for around 30 minutes. Making sure to check it every now and then to see if it's risen or not. Finally, after our cake is done baking, we now move on to decorative toppings. As you can see here, we have some peach jam in a bowl. We're adding a little bit of blossom water. You can use rose water as well. The reason for that is mainly just to make it a little less chunky and easier to spread on top of the cake. However, it doesn't necessarily have to be peach jam, it could be any kind of jam that you like. So once you're done, we're going to take our jam and blossom water mix and evenly spread it on top of the cake. Make sure to get the sides of the cake as well. After coating the cake in the jam spread, we decided to sprinkle a little bit of walnuts on top. You can either use peanuts or any kind of nuts that you have on hand, or forgo any other toppings and leave the cake just as is. And with that, we have finally finished our cake. We hope you guys enjoyed this step-by-step process walking you guys through our apple cake recipe. Let us know how it turned out for you, and expect more translations of our easy peasy recipes coming soon. Happy eating!